leaves taste good like a beer should.
You said it. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
Try a frosty cold glass of Bavarian right away.
That you say? No Boulder Dash or baloney here.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to the Unfiltered Gentleman. And now, with a higher BAC than your ABV, Greg, Scott, and Dan.
Duh.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. It's the Unfiltered Gentleman. Mm-hmm. I am Greg. That's Scott.
Over here.
And that's Dan.
Right here.
Yeah. Welcome. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining. Thanks for telling a friend about the show. I hope you've got a beer in hand.
Yes.
As you join us, because we've got a couple of beers.
We definitely do.
To drink and talk about. Dan's very excited.
That's right.
I'm very excited about this first one. I've never had it, and it's got great reviews. Get to that in a couple of you, though.
Looks delicious.
Yeah, it smells delicious. I was smelling it. I was cheating.
I know.
Welcome in. Shout out to Portland, Oregon.
Portlandia.
Yeah, Portlandia.
Nice.
They put a bird on it and were our top listeners for last week.
Wow.
Yeah, put a bird on it.
Look at that.
Anybody actually watch Portlandia?
No.
Oh, it's a great show. Put a bird on it. Anyway, so thanks to Portland. Shout out to you guys. Keep spreading the word up there.
Hipster capital of the world.
Yes. A lot of great beer, though.
Correct.
A lot of great beer. Rogue, Deschutes, no longer Fatheads.
I know.
Yeah. So anyways, but Rogue and Deschutes alone.
Bang.
Good stuff. Anyways, our burp word of the week, because I'm drunk, is drunk dial.
Uh-oh.
We'll figure that out soon enough. But drunk dial is our burp word of the week. Those of you new to the show, we have to, if we're going to burp on air, it's got to be in the form of a burp word, or at least some attempt towards that.
Yes.
Any attempt is fine.
Yeah, clean it up.
Yeah, we're going to clean up our act. Yeah, we're too sloppy. So, so shout out to Portland. Drunk dial is our word. Show us your beers when you're on the social medias. Hashtag show us your beers.
Yep, do that.
Yeah, also hashtag cans for cans.
Please.
Yeah. I posted our last week's Bullpen Beer on all the social medias on Monday, and somebody commented on Instagram and was like, oh, that's some great can artwork or something. I was like, yeah, that's a great can right there.
Yes, indeed.
Hashtag cans for cans.
Cans for cans.
Yeah, we love great cans over here.
We do.
Man.
We do indeed. So,
That's
all
a
right.
fact.
Yeah. Speaking of cans, let's not waste any more time.
Grab your libations, pals. It's time for beer of the week.
And if you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend. And I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer.
Indeed, we will. We are drinking Toppling Goliath Brewing's HOPSMACK Imperial IPA. HOPSMACK. And it's all caps, so it's like angry. It's like HOPSMACK.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It's like a smack you in the face with some hops.
What the 5 hops say to the face?
Yeah.
Smack. This baby's got a 4.41 on BA, 4.27 on Untapped. Man, some good scores.
Yes.
8% ABV, and right up Dan's alley, 175 IBUs.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. This is your cup of tea.
Yeah, you like the ABV. I like the
Oh, wow.
ABV is good.
Yes, as is IBU.
And the IBU.
Yeah.
All those initials are good.
Yeah, all of them. Speaking of BACs and ABVs. From the brewery, says first in our limited Hop Patrol series of aggressively hopped and auspicious ales, HOPSMACK is here to rescue your palate. Giant aromas of pineapple, and tropical fruit jump from this enticingly complex double IPA. True to its name, this brew delivers a heavy smack of dry hops and a double dose of bitterness in the finish. I'd get a ton of pineapple and tropical fruit on the nose.
Definitely.
Like, you smell this thing and it's like, is this a smoothie? Like, is this a fruit in a good way? Is this like a fruit smoothie?
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
tropical as fuck.
Yeah, you can definitely get a lot of those fruit smells from there.
Good God, is that delicious?
Yeah, and it's very it's like cloudy too. It's not like a where you can see through it or anything. It looks very thick.
Yeah,
almost like you said, almost like a smoothie or something like that. It smells like one. It's thick like one.
Yeah,
but it's no smoothie, man.
Yeah, kind of a goldeny color, but definitely can't see my hand through the glass.
No, you can't. Very thick.
Yeah.
And pour that on my Fruity Pebbles.
Ooh, that's a breakfast of champions.
There you
right
go.
There.
Yeah. Do they still have those?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you better believe they do.
That's Dan's Saturday morning.
It is, man. I got a box at my home right now.
I know you love eating Pebbles.
That's right. Hey now, she called, by the way. Pebbles did. Anyways, so I get a lot of pineapple on the tongue as well. Some fruiting. I mean, a lot of just fruit up front.
Yeah.
But not in a fake kind of way. Not in a Ballast Point kind of way.
Correct.
Nice, balanced. Like the booze really helps balance everything out. Just goes down really smooth for an 8%er.
And that's what's important, with all the, the fruit smells and taste, and obviously, even the look is to balance it out with the alcohol, I think. So I think, like you said, you don't get overpoweringly like where it's like a Jolly Rancher or anything close to that. There's nothing feeling artificial about it. It feels very complete and balanced.
Yeah, and I think Scott's going to pour this one out, though.
You think so? Yeah, right in my mouth.
Yeah. Right.
It's a well-balanced beverage.
It's a well-balanced machine.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I like it.
Lean, mean, balanced machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's been sitting down the fridge for a while, and I'm glad we finally got around to drinking this baby.
Yeah.
This is good.
This is good stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll pull up our pants now and continue the rest of the show.
Wait, okay, now I will.
Yeah, there we go. All right, we got some stuff to talk about. Crotch talk, a little bit of sports news, of course, beer babe. We have our first drunk dial.
Wow.
Someone left us a voicemail.
Oh my God. Finally.
And it's a doozy.
Oh no.
And of course,
hopefully that catches on like wildfire. Oh, don't say that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no fires. Oops. Yeah. Of course, some booze news to get to as well. No grievances, but I guess I'll play it.
Have a grievance to share? It's time for crotch talk.
Because it is indeed time for crotch talk. A couple of things. I went to McLeod's Robert Burns Day, their Scottish Day that we had talked about, and that we talked about when they were on the show.
Oh yeah.
It was cool. They had like the ceremonial bringing in of the haggis.
Oh wow.
So the dude walks in with haggis on a silver platter, and he's behind one of the bagpipe players. Then behind them is a dude with a bottle of whiskey on a platter, and they walk throughout the brewery, and like it's the ceremonial haggis that everyone gets to see. And then they read a poem about haggis, and then they served it up to those who were
daring enough to try,
ballsy enough, crazy enough, insane enough. So it was cool. It was a fun night. They also had an authentic, like British. I mean, the dudes were Scottish, so I guess Scottish. You always think British when you think of fish and chips, but Scottish fish and chips truck outside. Holy shit! Like people that have been listening for a while know I do like the whole low carb thing. I cheated like crazy that night. Had fish and chips.
Ooh, I love fish and chips.
I love fish and chips.
Wow,
and it was so fucking worth it. So good.
Nothing goes better with fish than chips.
Oh yeah,
and vice versa.
That's right.
Yeah. True that. Yeah, it wouldn't say like those little like chicken strip size fish thing.
Oh, really?
No, it wasn't. Instead of that, it was just a big hunk of fish.
Oh man,
it's just like it was everything.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I imagine.
I'm showing them the size with my hand. Which
I
makes
know.
A great pod.
Yes.
Huge chunk of fish just on top of a pile of fucking fries. It was phenomenal.
That's what you like, man.
Yeah, so good.
So,
lots of tartar sauce and vinegar and shit, and no ketchup for me. Ketchup's
breaded to a golden brown.
Oh god, nice and crispy too. I hate when you get something that's supposed to be fried like fries or fish.
Oh yeah,
not crispy,
it's all soft.
Yeah, not this one. This was perfectly crispy on the outside, nice and fluffy
tender on the inside.
Mouth is getting wet again.
Damn, oh man,
so good.
That's not all that's getting wet.
You're telling me. Just thinking about it.
Oh, wow.
That was fun, though. If you guys haven't heard our interview with McLeod's, check it out. It's a couple batches ago. I think it was 79? 8? 9?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, check it out. Great place to go if you're in the LA area. Great beer, a lot of cask ale. And it's meant for cask. It's not just like, hey, we put it on cask. The other thing to mention, I was on this guy named Richard Parr. He's from... He's British. He's actually from London. He put on a pod-a-thon last weekend, and it was like a 4-hour, every 10 minutes he had a different podcaster on, just like talking about their show and how they do things, and just random like podcast people questions. Yeah, so I was on there for 10 or 15 minutes, and
you can you.
Yeah, right. So fancy. If you go to his Facebook page, just look for Richard Parr, Parr. He posted like a highlight video of it. I'm in the highlight video a couple times.
Of course you are.
Yeah, right. Because I'm the best. It was a lot of fun. We talked pod. We talked beer a little bit. I had one of the Unfiltered Gentlemen shirts on, and he was very like, "Oh, you even have your own merch." I was like, Hell yeah, man. If people are going to be watching me, and they're going to be watching my logo the entire time, too.
There you go.
Yeah.
We got swag over here. What do you think we are?
Yeah. He's like, so what's, what's one of your, or some of your key components to your setup there? And it was over Skype, so I pulled my glass into frame. I said, step 1, beer.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
That's right.
No one sits down without a beer in their hand.
That's true.
Then, step 2. Ran down the tech nerd stuff that we got going on over here. So.
Oh, okay.
But it's cool. It's a lot of fun.
Right on.
And finally, I talked about this on the last show. It's now official. You can go to theunfilteredgentleman.com/bracket or just theunfilteredgentleman.com. Click on the bracket tab. And we are now opening the voting for our March Madness IPA tournament.
Polls are open.
Yes. So there's 6 teams, if you will, 6 different IPAs. The qualifications were that it had to be fairly regularly available. So I couldn't, get something super local or anything like that. So there's Stone, there's Firestone, New Belgium. So fairly readily available to people outside of just our area.
Right on.
Preferably year-round release, and no brewery could be repeated, because I could very easily just pull in 4 Firestone IPAs. Yeah. Like, all right, Luponic 1 through 9, here we go. So there's 6 of them. The way this is going to work is it's going to be, the first round is going to be 4 teams plus a 2-team bye. And the 2 teams or beers with the highest votes will get the bye week.
Yeah.
And then the winners from the first round will face the 2 byes, and then we'll go into a championship round. And we will crown a winner of our March Madness.
We're going to do it.
IPA bracket. Yeah, I can't wait. I was thinking maybe I'd serve them to you guys blind. Obviously, somebody has to know which one's which, but you guys could have them blind and be our official voters for what moves on to the next round, and that way it's very fair, so you're not influenced by
I like that.
It's true.
I love Stone, so I'm going to pick this one.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Nothing like that.
I have no idea,
right.
yeah.
Or maybe I can convince...
Let's all be blind.
There we go. Scratch each other's eyes out. Maybe I can convince somebody to come help us pour or something like that. So
something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty G'd up.
Visibly challenged, or however they say it these days.
Right. Yeah. You got to be politically correct.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So theunfilteredgentleman.com
3 blind mice
/3 drunk mice /bracket is where you go to submit your vote. You can do 2 votes per day. You can come back every day. So vote for your favorites.
Nice.
Last I checked, I think Union Jack and AleSmith IPA were the 2 leaders.
Oh, yeah? Really?
If I remember correctly, yes. So,
oh, man. Wow. That's pretty interesting.
I was surprised to see AleSmith on top.
Correct.
It's readily available for the most part, but it's not something that's often talked about. But it's been around forever. A lot like Stone IPA. It's been around forever. Really helped usher in that West Coast IPA movement. So
correct.
Get in there, vote for your faves. Dogfish Head is in there. I think that I mentioned every brewery, so I don't know. Anyways, check it out. unfilteredgentleman.com/bracket.
Cool.
Yes. All right, let's talk a little sports.
And now, the sports, brought to you by cleaninguptheglass.com.
Whether it's the Baltimore Chop or the 1-2 punch, it's time for sports.
Oh, sports indeed.
Yep.
Any new articles?
Yeah, I'm still rolling with the Kobe going on.
Yeah.
So last week, last week did a worst moment. And, even before that, I had done what I thought was going to be the order of the Team LeBron versus Team Steph draft order. It was untelevised, unreleased anything. I was like, you know what? I think I could figure it out, just kind of looking at the roster. So, I don't know. You could argue the way the order is, but I think the thing you can't argue is Durant went first. Al Horford went last. He had to have gone last, poor guy. So I think that's what happened. And coming up, I will have Kobe's greatest season.
Oh, thank God!
So.
Nice. I was so depressed after the last one.
I know, right?
Yeah. It's hard. It's a good article. I mean, all of the articles are good, but it's like moments that you kind of forget about.
Yeah,
yeah.
Selective memories of Kobe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. And then you get to the bad part. Where Kobe and his bad moments.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, that's right.
I know, it's sad to bring up.
He had his bitch moments.
He really did.
And it brought back I'll just after I read the article and I'm like thinking about listening to the interview, it was like, yeah, I just think I want to be traded.
Oh yeah.
And LA just fell apart. I mean, they could have had an earthquake and they would have been second on the news.
Yeah.
Kobe must be traded. Oh, and in other news, we had an earthquake today.
Sometimes you forget, Shaq and Kobe hated each other. Like, everybody knows it, but you kind of forget how bad it got at certain points.
Yeah.
And
it was just really
even though they deny it now, but I mean, then they didn't admit it then. Other people did.
Mm-hmm. that were
Yeah,
just
it was
kind of
very-
watching, and
yeah,
it was
interesting.
It's really sad. I mean, because they were quite the 1-2 punch.
Yeah,
and then to just kind of just
it's sad because I mean, Eagle. Just think about what they would have done, and they admit that now what they would have done if they stayed together. And I mean, they both did good apart, but just imagine what they would have done. And they admit that now that man, if we'd have stayed together,
I do like
we could have been beautiful children.
I do like what they seem to be doing now, which is like a farewell tour of I swear we like each other.
I know.
Anytime either of them are in the media, other than Shaq's stupid TNT show,
Right.
I feel like it's oh yeah, I love Kobe. Oh yeah, I love Shaq.
Yeah.
Like we jerk each other off all the time and give each other Dutch rudders. Like I know you guys don't like each other,
That's
and
true.
it's okay. Like now more than ever, it's okay not to like each other
anymore. Yeah,
Where was
it's over
this years ago when you could have been pretending to like each other and winning more championships?
No,
Kobe's
I mean,
jersey hanging thing. Shaq was there, and they made out. And
I know, yeah, and then you had what? Tell me how my ass tastes, and then you had Kobe when he got his 5th ring. Said that's one more than Shaq. Like they totally hated each other, man.
And that's okay now. You don't need to be like no one's like, oh God, I sure wish they were friends now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who cares now?
Yeah.
Who cares now? So, anyways, non-Laker sports. I don't know if you guys have heard, but the Super Bowl was last weekend.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was last week.
Yeah, it was over the weekend.
Man, I just
yeah.
made a big bet today on the Super Bowl next weekend.
Who'd you choose?
Patriots, of course.
no.
Darn it!
Oh crap!
I knew I should have checked the ticket.
Yeah, well, the Eagles did win,
Mm-hmm.
so there's that. Backup quarterback Nick Foles
Yeah,
for the win.
Yeah.
I like that trick play though.
That was so cool.
That was really
The
cool.
one that the Patriots fucked up.
Right, the Patriots fucked it
They're
up.
like, here, let me show you guys how to do
And
this.
the Eagles are like, oh, let us not only
Yeah.
show you how to do it, but we'll do it in the end zone.
That's
right.
what made it even sweeter, man. And it looked like one of those plays you'd run like on NFL Blitz when you're playing that game. Like you throw it out to
That
the
was so
halfback,
good.
find the quarterback in the end zone. Oh my God, it was awesome.
I think that was one of the most entertaining Super Bowls I've seen in a long time.
That was a good one. Like I know
was.
last year they came back from a ridiculous deficit,
Yeah.
but it wasn't that great to watch because it was a one-sided first half, then a one-sided second half.
Right.
Yeah.
This week,
It was
week,
back and forth,
Yeah, this
yeah.
year was back and forth.
Yeah.
That play was phenomenal. That play was so good. I didn't even realize when I first watched it live, I didn't realize that Nick Foles didn't take the snap. I thought he had taken the snap, handed it off, and then gotten past the ball.
Oh.
And then when they showed the replay, I was like, oh, he rolled over and like was patting that guy's ass as
Yeah.
they snapped the ball. I didn't even realize it.
They took that play out of Longest Yard by Adam Sandler.
They must
I think.
have. You know what? The thing that, I mean, this is, of course, after I saw the replay, because I didn't notice it either. But I'm thinking, did nobody on the Patriots notice that the quarterback has just like kind of ran into the end zone? And they just like
wide open.
left him, and he's by himself, just standing there like, hey, jerking off.
Right.
Bought a hot dog and everything. But that was a good play.
Yeah, they really caught him with their pants down on that play. Like
Yeah,
if you
definitely.
watch it when the tailback gets it when they just snap the ball, like you said. They're watching Foles and he's patting the dude on the ass, and you see the instant they hike the ball, the linebackers go, "Oh shit!" and they just like get into position,
Right.
like they're gonna play right now. God damn! Like
Yeah,
they
they were
really
not
caught him with their pants down. It was awesome.
Yeah, because it looked like he was just going over to like, hey, we're changing the play. We're doing
Yeah.
this. We're doing this. And all of a sudden the ball's in the
It was
air. It's like,
great.
what the
It was
fuck?
great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it just tells us that Foles is a much better receiver than Brady.
Yeah.
Definitely is.
Probably a better receiver than quarterback.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Although he was MVP.
Yeah, he looked
as a
pretty good.
receiver or a quarterback, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. They should have specified.
You
Yeah.
can do both.
Yeah.
He can do everything.
He's the Magic Johnson of the NFL.
Yes, he is.
This morning, or Monday morning, excuse me, he was at Disney World for their big parade.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, it got me thinking. I was like, these guys must have, like the winners, must have the worst week ever the week they win. Like that first week must be awful because it's like, hey, you want to celebrate? Nope, we're off to Disney World. We're off to the
Yeah.
Tonight Show. We're off to like wherever. Like they got to do all this press and parades and all this other shit. They don't get to just hang out and get hammered and because they just won the Super Bowl. Where like the Patriots are like,
Yeah,
we
they're-
lost,
yeah.
but guess what we're doing?
They're fucked up.
Nothing.
Yeah.
We're done till June, bitches.
That's true, but they do get to brag about how they like won the Super Bowl.
That's true.
Be like if I boned Shakira and everyone wanted to talk to me every day, like, oh, did you bone Shakira? I did bone Shakira. Thank you. Like,
Dan, can we get you Disney World the next day?
I'll go to
and then New York the day
you just
after
boned
for the
Shakira.
ticket?
What are you
Sure,
gonna do
I'm-
next?
I can't
I'm
wait
going
to
to
tell Mickey.
Disneyland.
I can't wait to tell Mickey I boned Shakira.
Hi, Dan.
Did you bone Shakira? I did.
Do her hips lie?
They do not.
Oh, hips don't lie. Do we think Tom Brady's done?
No.
Is it going to be like, I have to come back and win? Or is it like, I should retire because I'm disgraced?
I don't think he's done. I think Gronk might be done.
Whoa,
That dude's made of glass.
he really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not because because Gronk is a partier,
Right.
and
He's got
I
his
think
priorities.
right, and every off season you just see Gronk everywhere partying everywhere.
Well, he's got a
his
Gronk
own
cruise.
Yeah, he's got his own cruise and everything, and he kind of left it up in the air. But I think he's really thinking about, do I really need to go through this shit? I mean,
Yeah.
I've got fucking dollars coming up my ass.
Wow.
And I can just party the rest of my life. And I mean, do I really need? And I think he might just like, you know what, I'm done.
I don't know about you guys, but like every time he got hit during the game, I got cringed. Like, oh no,
Yeah.
oh he's
yeah.
still in. All right, all right.
Oh man, I know it's true, and he's still got that bionic arm too, and it's still like he's
Yeah.
always getting hurt. It doesn't matter. I think he uses that thing as like a club.
He's like Lex Luger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bionic elbow.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No kidding.
So yesterday, right before the game started, somebody sent me a picture of a 12-pack or 24-pack of Sculpin Ballast Point multi-pack, where it was like some regular Sculpin and then a bunch of different like fruity ones. Like, hey, I'm bringing this to your place.
Uh-oh.
I was like, hey, my TV is broken. So I took the picture and I posted it on Instagram, and you can do a poll on Instagram. And I said, would you kick someone out from your Super Bowl party for bringing this?
Oh.
Because it was 4 different beers. Only one of them was regular Sculpin. The other 3 were fruity Sculpins. And by the end of the night, it was clearly like 75-25 yes. And, and the polls stay up for 24 hours. This morning I checked it right before it like expired. The tables had turned.
What?
It was like 65% no.
Oh.
Really?
I think
Yes.
people got drunk.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
You get drunk enough and you don't care what you're
They're
drinking.
like, I'll drink anything right now.
Yeah.
Bring it right now.
Bring on the watermelon.
We're all out of whatever I was drinking.
Yeah.
I took a few hungover people home this morning.
Did you?
Ubering. I mean,
Yeah, Monday morning, yeah.
Oh, man.
Didn't have sex with or anything.
Well,
Although, I mean,
not that you wouldn't have.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
if they'd offered, maybe whatever.
Yeah,
but yeah,
think about it.
yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised and disappointed that people were changing their minds. I actually had a discussion with somebody. They commented on it, and we had this little discussion. And you tell me what you think. I agreed with them. He said, I think I would rather have a Miller Lite than any fruity Sculpin.
Whoa.
I said, you know what? I think you're right. I think I would too.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That fruity Sculpin shit, man.
It's rough.
I probably
It is hard. Like Miller Lite, if it's ice cold, or Bud, any big shit light beer.
True.
If that shit is ice cold, like you can pound it and not taste it.
That's true.
Dilly dilly.
Tilly.
Well, I don't condone, supporting big beer per se.
Correct.
I think I would rather have a Bud Light than a watermelon Sculpin or a habanero
yeah.
Sculpin or
Yeah.
insert fruit Sculpin.
It would be hard to put down those fruity Sculpins, man.
I'm not into fruities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get one, see if Scott will pour it out.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
It's worth a try.
Yeah, he's like, try me, bitch.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
He's going to put it down.
Right.
Let him buy it. Come on.
I know.
So I don't know. I just thought that was interesting that it went from like kick him out to maybe not.
Hey, I'm telling you, man.
Getting late in the night and they're running out of drinks and
Dire
alcohol,
straits.
and this is all we got left. Okay, I'll drink it.
Nothing
That's right.
worse than sobering up.
Oh man,
especially while
that's
you're
true.
awake.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. Give me
I
bring
hate-
on the grapefruit.
I hate being sober.
Here comes grapefruit. In other sports news, basketball, Clippers traded Blake Griffin last
That's
week.
right.
Whoa.
That was a big deal.
That was a big deal.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that thinks the Clippers made a smart move for their future?
No, I think
Yeah,
I mean, Marcellus Wiley went ape shit.
He
Cussed
is-
on the air.
he is dumb as
He's
well.
dumb as he's also a Clippers fan.
Yeah, exactly. Making
Right,
him
yeah.
dumb by default.
Right.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, think about it, like, everyone knew in their heart of hearts that they really did have to trade Blake Griffin. The guy's damaged goods. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he can't play a full season.
His
by the
first season he missed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
you
And then-
can't build a team around Blake Griffin.
No.
He can be a good addition to somebody else that you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to build a team.
If he stays healthy.
Yeah, that's I mean, he's first of all, yeah, he's injury prone, but it's just what it boils down to is, hey, who's their consultant? Mr. Jerry West,
That's true.
cleaning house.
He knows what's up.
Yeah,
That senile old man.
no kidding.
I mean, here's the thing, like Blake, you think of it like, oh, how would they get rid of Blake? But while Blake is talented and he has done a lot to round out his game as far as, the offense, he's a much better shooter than he used to be and all that stuff. He's still injured. He's missed like half the season this year.
Right.
Not half. He's missed like 16 games or something like that. He keeps missing games, and the other half, the Clippers keep missing games too.
Right.
I think in the short run, like the rest of the season's done. they're done.
Yeah.
There's no
Oh, of
chance the Clippers
course.
are going anywhere this
No.
season. They're done for the season. But I think this opens up cap space. They can fight for LeBron come this summer.
Yeah.
I hope they take him. I don't want him on the Lakers.
The little window that the Clippers had a couple years ago of even maybe getting close to the finals is closed.
Well, it really closed when Chris Paul left the team.
Yeah, I was celebrating in the streets.
It wasn't
already.
really that much wide open when Chris Paul was on the team.
Yeah.
It was closing.
Yeah.
When he got traded, it was
They
like
just,
snap shut.
Yeah.
Gone.
It was closing
They-
ever since they hired Doc Rivers.
And the thing is, every team's got to have a go-to guy when it's down to the last few seconds of the game. It's a close game. Blake Griffin's not that guy.
No.
And they don't have that kind of guy.
Yeah.
So
No.
And I was talking to my brother about it too, and he had actually, if the little bit of the basketball wisdom's rubbing off on him or something, but he said something that kind of made me think. I was like, oh shit. Like he said, you know what this reminds me of, man? It reminds me of Amari Stoudemire when he went to the New York Knicks. It was like, he was a good player with the Suns, but when he went to the Knicks, maybe 2 good seasons tops, but he's on his way down. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I didn't even think about that, man.
Is Blake Griffin going to start bathing in red wine too?
and punching fire extinguishers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't a full retard yet, I guess. But I don't know.
Gone full retard.
Yeah, but I could see him kind of like on a descent down as far as his career. I mean, he's already not that dunker anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's no more Lob City.
Yeah, which is too bad. I mean, that was
Yeah.
like a big part of his game, and what made him such a great player was dunking all over people.
Which I think you got to give Chris Paul credit for that. He
That's
used
true.
to feed those. Chris Paul would feed Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's not making the dunks that he still gets them every now and then, but
Right.
not when Chris Paul was feeding it to him.
No.
Right, exactly. So I while it seems surprising on the surface, I think this is a smart long-term move for the Clippers. They
Yeah,
can pick
I
up some
think
free
so.
It
agents
was.
during the summer. And now, like I said, they have a chance at LeBron.
Yeah.
So, and then finally in sports news, if you'll call it sports, Ronda Rousey has signed a long-term, full-time contract with the WWE.
Rowdy
Ronda.
Rousey.
Yeah, she like her logo is the same font as Hot Rod.
Yeah.
which is interesting. I know they were friends and all that, but that's interesting. But hey, that'll be cool.
She looks hot too.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
maybe she'll come out in like the little booty shorts like
Oh,
Sasha Banks
man.
does.
Can't wait.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I think it'll be fun. They kind of planted the seed a couple years ago at WrestleMania when myself and another person were at the show. And she was there, and her and The Rock came out and confronted Triple H and Stephanie, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, we were there for that show. So for a former podcast,
Correct.
So yeah, I think it'll be fun. Have them tag team or something. Honestly, it should just be like Ronda versus anybody in the women's division.
Yeah.
I don't need to see Stephanie wrestle unless she's gonna like have a wardrobe malfunction.
I don't know. I was already thinking Rousey versus Charlotte.
I'm down with that. That'd be
That'd be a
great.
good match.
That'd be
Yeah,
gangster.
I mean, I'm sure Rousey needs some time to train and
Correct.
and not actually beat the fuck out of Charlotte.
I know. Yeah.
I'd be a little nervous that like if I was Charlotte in the ring with her, like she might get some PTSD and kind of like snap back into real fighting.
Yeah,
All
like
of a
she
sudden-
accidentally hurts her a couple times. Like,
Yeah.
oh, now I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah, if you listen to Stone Cold's podcast, he always talks about receipts. Or like if you get hit a little too hard, he'll come back and hit you a little too
Yeah.
hard. Could you imagine Ronda Rousey giving you a receipt? Woo, little potato on the face there. Good
It's a
lord.
rowdy receipt.
Yeah, so we'll see how WrestleMania shapes up with that. That's all the sports I got. Not a lot of sports going. And now we're in that unfortunate time of we only have basketball, which is great. I love basketball, but they're heading into the All-Star break, which is the worst thing ever. So apparently the hockey's happening, but we don't want to.
What?
Yeah.
The hell you say?
We don't want to dilute this show with
Spring
hockey
training's
talk.
about to fire up.
That's true, yeah.
This
In
is
a couple of years, we maybe talk about the XFL.
oh my god.
That's 2020, right?
That's what they're saying.
XFL,
yeah.
speaking of wrestling.
He learned a big lesson from the last time. He
Apparently
said,
not big enough
This time's going to
lesson.
be different.
Well, I heard that they're gonna make it more pussified. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where they made it really tough and edgy back then.
Right.
Yeah.
Now they're saying like, oh, we're not gonna, do all the mean things that the NFL's doing, and it's like, well, what the hell? Like,
Was it gonna be flag football?
I don't know, man. I'm very curious. I'm not curious at all. Man. I don't want to see it.
It's like we already don't watch arena football.
Right.
Why would we not watch? Why have the X? I don't
Doesn't
get
make
it.
any sense.
I don't get it. So, all right, old timey word of the week: bobtail. Bobtail. It is a lewd woman, one that plays with her tail.
Plays with her tail.
Plays with her tail.
I can't make this stuff up, man.
The lewd woman.
Yeah.
Wow.
One that plays with her tail.
Those lewd women, those bobtails are free with the bubs.
Hopefully so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a strange one.
Yeah.
Me or the
Yes.
No.
Yes, exactly.
Lord.
Yes. All right, here we go. Beer Babe of the Week. Classes
All right.
join up.
Please.
There's nothing better than a babe with craft beer. It's time for Beer Babe of the Week.
All right, so this one, her name is Anna, and you can follow her on the old Instagrams at 16 ounces of Seattle.
Ooh.
16 ounces of Seattle.
Like it.
And funny enough, in this picture, she's drinking a 16-ounce can
What?
of Evil Twin Brewing's Always Felt Closer to IPAs Than I Did to People. That's a great name for a beer, by the
No
way.
kidding.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah. So hashtag cans for cans.
I can 100% understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, so
God, can you imagine trying to order that drunk? Good
that's
God.
the test.
Oh, my God.
That's the test.
Oh, my God.
IPA people.
Give me 16 inches. I mean, it could become really painful.
Oh,
man.
God. Oh, that would hurt.
That'd
So
be rough.
follow her at 16 ounces of Seattle on Instagrams, and won't be disappointed.
No.
That's for sure.
She's a cutie.
Yeah. All right. We received our very first drunk. It's been so long, and we've been doing the show
You've
for
been
like
begging.
a year and a half. We've been begging. We've been offering stuff. We finally got a drunk. A drunk voicemail. If you guys want to leave a drunk voicemail, it's 805-538-BEER 2337. But we have one, and I will say I did remove names to protect the innocent.
Oh, okay, great.
Hey, Greg. My name is. I am riding with Scott. I have a pretty crazy story. It is 4:20 a.m. on fucking Saturday. I'm not sure how long this voicemail can go, but basically, I slept with the oldest woman that I ever have. Tonight, I don't really know how to say this. Yeah, basically, I went to a bar, met a girl, and she ended up having 2 kids, which I didn't know. Had sex with her 4 times. She made me gnocchi, which was great. I made Scott wait for me for about 25 minutes, probably an hour. Yeah, I'm going to tip Scott a lot, and I feel really bad for making him wait. And I hope you don't fucking share this, because it's embarrassing as fucking shit. So, yeah, again, my name is that's pretty much it. So, have a good one, brother.
Wow.
I like how he says like the most embarrassing story ever. Oh yeah, by the way, my name is
Right. Make
sure you get that.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
We saved you, buddy.
By the way.
I'll give this man a beer.
Oh, he deserves one.
So apparently Scott had a drunk person in the back of his car.
No kidding.
Talk about tales from Uber. So how long did he actually make you wait? Was it an hour?
No, it actually is about 20 minutes, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
All right. And a scale of 1 to hammered. How drunk was he?
He wasn't like hammered where, I mean, you can tell by his voicemail, you could understand him.
Yeah.
Right, that's true.
Clear.
I mean, drunk enough to tell the whole world that he fucked some old lady.
Right. And I will say he did use 2 different names.
Yes, he did. And I saw her, and she was actually attractive, but then again, I'm like fucking 80 myself. So
Right. She might have been 72. And
it could have been, yeah.
Oh,
So,
man.
that was pretty phenomenal. I like that.
it was great.
Oh,
yeah.
God. Hopefully we've made a lifelong fan out of him.
Hopefully, yeah, he actually looked up our show while he's still in the car, and at the time he said he liked it. He was going to become a regular listener, so maybe he's listening tonight. And
Look at that.
That's the best time to listen to is when you're drunk.
Yeah, no kidding.
Crack a beer and have a listen with us.
That's right.
That's pretty phenomenal.
The drunker you are, the better we sound.
Yeah. Better we look, too.
Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't stop at sound.
That's what I use every night when I go to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Keep drinking. I'm going to look better pretty soon.
That's why I drink so much for when I go to the bathroom. I have to look in the mirror.
Oh, man.
Not so hard. So, yeah, thank you, dude, whose name was bleeped out.
Yeah.
Whichever one of the two names you gave me was real.
And he was he was a really nice guy. I mean,
was he?
Yeah. I mean, besides, all that, I mean, he was hungry. I got him some food. I mean, we went to the drive-thru, and he's like begging me to, order something in the drive-thru, which I didn't. I mean, I wasn't hungry. But
so he was hungry even though she made him gnocchi?
Yeah.
You need to make him some more gnocchi then.
I guess so.
God damn.
He was starving.
I'd love to bang some old chick that made me gnocchi. That's awesome.
What is that?
It's like pasta, but it's made out of potatoes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it's like mashed potatoes that they drop in boiling water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like the size of a chiclet or something, and then
okay.
You make the rest of it. You'd prepare like pasta, you put sauce and meat on it and stuff.
That explains it, because one of the weirdest questions I've ever gotten as an Uber driver was when I drove up there and he called me. He goes, "Hey, dude, can you give me like 5 minutes?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." He goes, "Oh, do you want pasta?"
Yeah,
and I'm
gnocchi's pasta.
Okay, and that's, I've never been asked if I wanted pasta driving. And I'm like,
is that gay slang?
I'm glad I didn't, because apparently they were like fucking like 4 times.
Right.
And I don't know what was in the pasta.
That's not Alfredo.
Oh man.
Yeah. So all right, good times.
Yes.
805-538 beer. It's 2337 is the number to call if you want to tell us about hooking up with an old lady.
Yeah, for sure.
Or a young lady. Not too
any
young.
lady. Yeah, or just
any story.
As long as it's legal.
Yeah, drunk dials of any
We don't want
sort.
to be accessories to anything.
No, I don't like accessories.
No.
They cost too much.
Yeah, they get in the way.
Mm-hmm, exactly. All right, I think we're all out of beer. Let's call the pen.
He calls to the bullpen for
beer.
Oh, yes, he does. You fellas are drinking my latest concoction.
Oh,
wow.
This doesn't have a name. It's a sessionable hoppy ale. It's around 4.8%, so very sessionable.
Okay.
It's got 5 different types of hops in it.
Wow.
But they're all done during the boil, no dry hopping. Yeah, it was free. A free kit that one of the homebrew places was offering. All you had to do is pay shipping, so I was like, fuck it.
Yay.
$16.
Right on.
It's a heavy box, so $16 for shipping. That's all I paid.
I like that price.
Yeah. Actually, no, it's not true. The yeast they gave me was expired. There's a reason it was free.
Oh.
Ingredients were really old. So I had to go buy another packet of yeast because I pitched the yeast and nothing happened. So I went and bought more yeast, but then it kicked right up, and it's not horrible.
No, yeah, no, it's good. It's got a nice toasty finish, it looks like. So you can kind of see through it a little bit, not too much. It's got like I said, like a toasty brown
a little
color to it.
Coppery color.
Correct. Yeah, there you go.
That's true. I never even picked out that toast before. I've been trying bottles every few days since like a week after I bottled it. Mm-hmm. And they've all been not ready. And this is the first time I've tasted it and gone like, oh, this is actually pretty drinkable.
Yeah.
It's finally ready.
Is. Yeah.
So, it's way better than that last one. It tastes like fucking apple juice.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right.
The one we tried to see if you guys
good.
would pour it out.
Mm-hmm.
Very drinkable, like I said. Sessionable, which is nice. It's a good football beer. You drink it all day. Just a hoppy ale. Four
definitely drink that all day.
Yeah, 4.8%. I think the IBUs were around, and this is calculated, not actually tested, like 55. So,
Oh, okay.
Just an easy go-to beer.
I like it.
Good. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Much better than the last one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll move on to some booze news before we get out of here.
Extra, extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
So, Bacardi
Dang.
buys Patron for $5.1 billion.
$1 billion.
I didn't know this. Bacardi also owns a bunch of other brands, including Cazadores, Grey Goose, and Dewar's Scotch.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, who would have known?
Not me.
And they're still a privately owned company.
So
it's not some like huge, Budweiser type company that's buying it. It's like, I mean, now they're going to be huge, but I guess they had a minority ownership of Patron. Like it's like 15% since like 2008, but now they own it all, or at least they're trying to buy it all. I think it has to be approved.
Wow. Those are the heavy hitters right there: Bacardi, Patron, and Grey Goose.
Yeah, I mean that's like the top of those three liquors.
That's it.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's kind of like going to the store and like, oh, there's Budweiser and Elysian and Golden Road, and it's like, oh, it's all Budweiser. So now it's all Bacardi.
Wow.
I wonder how our old buddy Steve feels about that.
Oh,
he's a Patron guy.
Sark is a fan of Patron.
He loves the Patron.
Yeah, he does. I wonder if he likes Bacardi too. I hope he approves the sale.
He probably does. I bet they checked with him.
Yeah, instead of calling like the government entities that have to, approve it, they're like, all right, let's get Sark on the phone. Like, hey, buddy, what do you think?
Like, do it.
Yeah. 2 stumbles if it's a yes, 3 stumbles if it's a no. So, yeah. Groundhog's Day was the other day.
Oh,
and yeah, it was February 2nd, right? Yeah, Friday.
Yes.
It was a Friday. Punxsutawney Phil came out, saw his royal shadow, as they say. But I had to pull the audio clip because I heard something peculiar when they were making the proclamation. Here's the audio.
I see my royal shadow. 6 more weeks of winter to go. Dilly dilly.
Oh man.
Dilly dilly.
Budweiser has bought Punxsutawney Phil. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of it was all over it was funny because they were streaming it, taking it live on the news, and they were starting to comment like, "Oh, he saw his shadow," and then they just had it playing in the background, and all of a sudden you hear "dilly dilly," and the news reporters just start cracking up. They're like, "What the hell?" So yeah,
it sounded like he could have said Doo-Doo Brown too. It's like Doo-Doo Brown. Doo-Doo Brown.
Oh, yeah. So, dilly dilly, Punxsutawney Phil. Bad news for us Disney fans.
Uh-oh.
As we all know, I like to go to Disneyland to do some drinking every now and then. And they're opening up a new brewery in downtown Disney, which you would think Dan's face looks shocked. I wish I had a picture of that. He looks shocked as he reads this.
Oh, no.
So inside Disney's California Adventures, they have Karl Strauss as like their main beer thing, and then they have if we talked about it, they have like Brother Thelonious and some local Anaheim establishments.
Correct.
Well, they're opening a brewery in downtown Disney.
Yippee!
You would think so, except that it's Ballast Point.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it is not a small world after all.
Oh my god!
It's a watermelon, grapefruit, habanero.
Man.
Fruit, whatever world after all.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So it's going to be this huge complex in downtown Disney. It's supposed to open later this year. My biggest fear, and I've seen no evidence of this, but my biggest fear is that they'll get rid of Karl Strauss.
Oh, no.
In place of Ballast Point.
Yeah.
Nowhere has said that that's going to happen. I've been scouring the interwebs.
Uh-oh.
But I hope they don't.
Oh, my God.
Because I won't go. I was telling the lady friend we were talking about this. She goes, what happens if they get rid of all beer on property except for Ballast Point? I said, then we're going to have to sneak our own in. Or go sober, or go off, get drunk, and come back. Because I'm not going to drink that fucking grapefruit sculpin. That's garbage.
Well, I mean, I guess you could, go to downtown Disney and go to, like, the ESPN zone again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're still going to have their stuff. But she was saying, like, assuming, Ballast Point's contract is, like, all Disney properties can only have Ballast Point, what would you do? I was like, it's going to be a dry trip to Disneyland.
It really is.
Or just cancel my pass.
Yeah. Because of the beer.
Yeah.
Of course.
Can't get drunk anymore. Why go?
That's true.
Yeah, so write your senators, people.
That's funny.
Yeah. 14 Cannons, local brewery out here in Westlake Village, California, is doing a little Valentine's thing the day before on February 13th. It's a cupcake and donut beer pairing. So if you want some cupcakes, donuts, and beers, go check out
Interesting.
14 Cannons, yeah. Can't be too bad.
Nope.
Speaking of Dilly Dilly, Modist Brewing, which is the brewery that had the Dilly Dilly double IPA, and Budweiser sent the crier with scroll and told them to cease and desist, basically. Part of that was, if you remember, they offered them Super Bowl tickets. Well, they decided to raffle off those Super Bowl tickets and give the money to charity.
Good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
Gangster.
Yes. We will not accept Budweiser's gifts.
That's right. Dilly Dilly.
Yeah, they made, I don't know, it was a few $1,000s and it went to charity.
There you go.
That's kind of cool.
I can dig it.
And finally, B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes.
Great news for us.
It is.
Started a pilot program in California. I believe we're the third state for this pilot program, where they are going to be delivering beer as well as, wings and other things. But most importantly, beer through DoorDash.
Oh, my God.
Ben Scully's happy.
Beer.
Yes.
All right.
I'm excited for this. I need to try it.
Yes, Mr. Scully. What would you like to order tonight?
Beer.
Very well.
Mm-hmm.
It's on
Beer
its
it
way.
is.
That's fast delivery.
I like that one. Beer it is.
Yes.
Give this man a beer.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Oh man, that's awesome. I live like within stumbling distance of a Buffalo Wild Wings too. So
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
I wonder how much delivery fee will be on that, because I have a B-Dubs gift card that I haven't used yet.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe our next beer of the week will be presented by B-Dubs.
There you go, man.
Get some wings.
Who's
some
at
beer.
the door? Oh, B-Dubs. My beer's here.
Give this man a beer.
Yes.
This is magical.
Yes,
You're
it
right,
is.
Huel. Very, very magical.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, when Huel gets pulled out, it's time to end things. All right.
Yeah.
Drunk was very clear.
Yes.
Dial was questionable.
Questionable.
All right, that's all we got for this week. Thank you all for joining. Thanks
It was
to
a last second Hail Mary that
maybe that Grunt couldn't quite catch in the end zone.
Quite, yeah.
The coverage was too good.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, end of the game. Thanks to the guy who remained nameless for calling in and for having sex with a very old woman.
Apparently.
4 times.
Yeah, 4 times. And having her gnocchi, which is apparently
That's
not
right.
sling.
Hey, she can cook.
And she's dead. So.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How dare you? You can drunk dial us 805-538-BEER 2337. TheUnfilteredGentleman.com, or go there /bracket to vote for your favorite IPAs for our March Madness bracket. We're on social media as The Unfiltered Gentleman, except for Twitter at UnfilteredGents. I think that's everything, right?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, next week we got some good stuff. Nicole from Beauty and Beer is
All
back.
right.
Oh, Scott. Next week, I have a beer that I think you might actually pour out.
Oh, wow.
shit.
Oh, man.
Gauntlet Throne.
Yes.
I'm very excited for this
man.
one.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. See if he'll pour it out. So anyways, all right, that's all for us. Thanks for listening. Keep spreading the word. Stay hydrated out there. And on that note, good night, everybody.